Washington County is using American Rescue Plan money to expand its jail, but not everyone in the community agrees with this decision.
Representatives of the jail held an event tonight to listen to residents' concerns and suggestions for other ways to put this money to use. 5 News reporter Micah Wilson joining us live now in Fayetteville with details on this. Micah?
Erica and Darren, the nonprofit group Arkansas Justice Reform Coalition held tonight's event and is all a part of their first Cookout Community Conversations, and they say the Washington County Jail should have asked residents where this money should be spent, and they also say that the money should have been spent on COVID relief. Wednesday evening at the pavilion of the Gary Hampton Softball Complex, more than 36 people voiced concerns about where federal aid given to Washington County should be used.
This is $46 million over 2 years that our county is getting from the federal government.
Evelyn Rios Stafford was one of 4 justices of the peace that attended the event. The payment of $46 million to the county will be split into 2 $23 million payments.
And I'd like to see a lot of it go toward helping our community.
However, out of that $23 million, they say $20 million is going to be used to expand the jail, and it has residents like Maeve Corto upset.
The money has been effectively stuffed away, and the larger share of it is supposed to go to jails.
Residents asking questions and suggesting additional ways the $3 million could be spent.
We know that there were people that were impacted by job losses. We know that some people actually had to quit their jobs when the schools closed. We know that some of the students did not have access to internet and couldn't complete their assignments.
Some of those suggestions include helping out with food insecurity in the county and expanding broadband internet to rural areas and to help those struggling with mental health.
The crisis stabilization unit is an alternative to putting someone that's going under a mental health episode into the jail.
Referring to the Northwest Arkansas unit that closed after being open for about 2 years.
That crisis center did a lot of great work over the last 2 years, and it's well worth $2 million that it would take to open that up. And the great work they did in keeping people out of the jail they want to build.
Also looking to help those not making enough to make ends meet.
These are not people who decided, they didn't want to work, or people who decided that they wanted to get the extra $600 from unemployment. Like, these are people who are working every single day to provide for their families, and they still don't have enough.
And residents also discussed with the nonprofit ways of creating new jobs, rental assistance, and small business assistance. I'm live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live. Mike Wilson, 5 News.
All right, Micah, thanks. The group says they plan to host a series of events like tonight's, with the next one set to take place next week in Springdale.